Earlier in this course, we have installed a plugin called Prettier to automatically format source files. It works, but it will be even better if we could automatically format Tailwind CSS classes. And thankfully, there is a plugin for Prettier which is going to do exactly that. So here is an instruction how to install this plugin. First of all, we have to install corresponding npm package called Prettier plugin Tailwind CSS. Let's go back to the terminal and run the following command. But Prettier itself is already installed, so we don't have to install it the second time. And after this plugin is installed, we have to add the line which is going to include this plugin in the Prettier itself. So let's copy this line, open up Prettier rc.json and paste it right here. After this, let's open up app.view component and change the order of these classes. And after I'm going to press keyboard shortcut to format this file, let's watch for the order of these classes. As we can see, the order was changed, so that means our plugin works fine. Now let's switch back to the terminal and run development server by running npm run dev. As we can see, we have this warning, which is pretty easy to fix. We just have to open up package.json and here add one property called type with the value module, like so. And once again, let's run development server and make sure that that warning is gone. As we can see, there is no warning anymore. And while we are in this file, let's rename the package name onTimeTracker. Also, let's open up index.html and change the title onTimeTracker. Let's do the same thing inside readme.md. Right here, there is also a constant called upName defined inside constants.js. Let's change this value onTimeTracker and rename this constant on local storage key, because this constant is only used to save or load upstate from local storage. This is all happening inside of storage.js module, so we have to change all references to previous upName constant on the new constant, local storage key. Let's do it in all the places, as well as while we are importing this constant right here. Next, let's go ahead and update the logo of the application. Now we are using an image for the logo, but we are going to use an icon instead. So the component responsible for rendering the logo called the logo, right here in the template we can see that the img tag is used. Let's remove this tag, as well as an image that tag was referring to. And instead we're going to use an icon. First of all, let's import an icon name, which will serve as a logo. It's called icon clock, that we are going to import from an icons module, like so. And also we have to import base component for the icon, called base icon. And now the way we can use this component is as follows. First of all, let's add this component right here. Also we have to pass one property called name, where we're gonna specify the name of the icon, which is stored inside icon clock constant. And we can also specify additional CSS classes. So for this icon, let's use h5, which will specify the height. But actually, base icon component gets exported as a default export, so there is no need to use these curly braces right here. And now if we'll take a look in the browser, we can see that inside of the logo component we have a new component called base icon, and in the top left corner of the application we can see the new icon. So now we have to style it properly. Let's apply a couple of classes to this A element. First of all, we're going to make the logo black, but the icon color itself will be white. And let's also add spacing from all sides and round corners a bit by using class rounded. Now it's looking better. Let's also make the size of this icon a little bit bigger by using class scale 125. But right now, if we take a closer look at this logo, we can see that the icon overflows on top of our padding area. We just have to change the origin from where transformation is applied. So instead of using center, we're going to use left size of an icon, as an origin. So let's use origin left class. Now it's looking better and the icon doesn't overflow padding area anymore. Let's switch gears and talk a little bit about TypeScript support in Visual Studio Code. Earlier we have installed extension called Volar, which provides support for TypeScript in Vue applications. But the thing is that Visual Studio Code already has a built-in extension which provides support for TypeScript. And in order for those two extensions to not interfere with each other, it is recommended to disable built-in extension as it's shown right here. So we have to open up Extensions panel in VS Code, search for built-in extension called TypeScript, and disable it. We're gonna disable it for the current project, instead of disabling it globally. After this, we have to restart Visual Studio Code, and at the end, let's make sure that our application still works. Let's run development server, switch over to the browser and make sure that there are no errors. As we can see, it's looking good. Let's continue development in the next lesson, and the link to the repository with this project will be in the video description.